All right. I think we are live. Everything looks good. All right. We are in the middle of what appears to be the April pump starting. Look at this. Everything's already starting to break out. Very nice. Jump into that here in just a second. It's just all kind of happening right now. So, all right, let's start it off here. Of course, the old Twitter. Jump in, give me a follow. The usual. Look, we're up 1 from yesterday. That is fantastic. Probably my son, actually. I don't know if Aiden has a Twitter account, but it's like pulling teeth to get him just to look at my YouTube video, so that was interesting. All right, coin market cap. Maybe. Bandwidth is just getting murdered right now. Actually had him shut his Xbox off to give me a little boost in bandwidth earlier. All right, well, coin market cap's not working right now. That's awesome. ETH gas prices. Up a little bit from yesterday, but all in all, still lower than what we've seen in a long time. All right, let's get into the charts. VeChain. Not really participating in the rally right now. The ones that are popping seem to be, once again, the Binance projects. We've got Cake just breaking out above its all-time high now, starting to push. Bake breaking out from, I mean, if you want to call this consolidation, I guess you could. But yeah, we're breaking out from that little triangle there. Link getting some movement, not as much as I'd like to see, but hopefully we can work our way up here and push. Let's look at the 4-hour on this. Is that an all-time high? Not an all-time high, but it's getting close. So if we can punch through this resistance right here, we might see some good movement out of chain link. XRP. What's it doing right now? Let's look at the 5-minute. Not really participating in this rally we're seeing right now. Maybe we give it a minute here and she'll catch up. See, we put in a nice W. Excuse me. Put in a nice little double bottom or a W pattern here, so I thought we'd try to get a good move once we bounced, but did not. Usually though, when you get a double bottom, that's a great reversal indicator. If you're looking for a time to buy, those are usually good times to get in. Spark Point actually just added this to the portfolio. You can see why. Trying to not buy the top like I did yesterday. So I was looking for projects that I was interested in that were getting beat down. And Spark Point's actually a new project that old Journey Crypto turned me on to. It's one of the it's a Binance play and it's a DEX, but unlike the pancake and bakery platforms, the team isn't anonymous. Words are hard. Their team's actually very, very open. Jump on the website and you can check out their LinkedIn accounts and all that. So they're real people. That always helps when you're investing, but you can see it is a very, very new project. Looks like they just hit the market back in February, and we don't have a whole lot of data to go off of right now, but we'll find out. I didn't take a large position, just small bite, you know how I do, especially when we're dipping our toe in on a new project. We can call that a floor there, maybe, because we've got a pretty strong downtrend already going. We've hit it 4 times now. Well, you could argue that we saw a breakout that got rejected. That's usually pretty bearish. So we'll see. Well, this is definitely one to keep an eye on. Obviously, looking at the price, very low market cap, very, very risky. So if this is something you're interested in, definitely be careful. Small bites, and keep an eye on it. It is my recommendation, but of course not financial advice. KuCoin, last I checked, yeah, KuCoin was starting to move. Remember yesterday, KuCoin kind of got beat down a little bit, and this was one that we had really bought the top on, just like VeChain. And you see, we're just now working our way back to our position here. But had we been smart and waited for our indicators to tell us, to give us a good buy-in, we would have known that when we came down here, we were hitting this trend line, and we would have known that was a good buying opportunity. And had we followed our own rules, let's see, there's our, never find the right tool when I need it, you know how that goes, price range. Had we gotten in where our indicator told us to get in, we'd be looking at, look at that, 20% gain just on the day. So that's why we don't FOMO, and we do our technicals, and we look for those opportunities. Binance, wow, holy smokes, look at I'm stunned right now. I am absolutely stunned. Look at this. Just a couple hours ago, I drew this little wedge in here because we'd popped up and kind of consolidated last night, and then this morning we popped up again. But look at this run. I thought for sure once we hit that 500 mark, Binance would surely hit some resistance. It has hit no resistance. It is flying to the moon right now. I currently own one Binance coin. One whole Binance coin, and I think I'm just gonna hold it because my goodness. Wow. Yeah, we are in price discovery right now. There is nothing to chart on this. Nothing at all. Definitely don't buy right now. Do not buy BNB right now. Wait for it to come back down. It'll come back a little bit. Alright, Bitcoin. I don't know why we didn't start with Bitcoin. Mainly because it's just been boring, right? We're just stuck at this 60,000 level. But you can see that we've consolidated so tight here. I mean, my goodness, look at this. That's some good consolidation. So if we break out of this, yeah, I would certainly expect a run. Well, hell, let's just chart it. If we were to break out here, you could theoretically expect to go to, what's that, 62,000? That would be an all-time high. So we'll see what it does. We'll just kind of keep an eye on it here. Definitely looks like it wants to move. And last on our list, of course, Ethereum. Ethereum's in the news a lot today. Sentiments, I mentioned last night, sentiment's definitely starting to shift a little bit on Ethereum, which has me a little worried, especially with the amount of highs we've seen on all the Binance plays that we've got. So if sentiment shifts and all the money floods back into Ethereum, I would expect these Binance plays to probably come down pretty fast and furious. So, as I always say, be liquid, be nimble, take your profits. Alright. Engine, real quick. The ones we're going through now, I don't have any money in these. These are just plays that I'm interested in, keeping an eye on. Engine, you can see this was the Coinbase listing. We really shot up there. Now we're starting to come down. So if you're interested in Engine, it's a video game NFT play. Definitely, this looks like a great time to get in. You can see we bounced right off our line of resistance here that we had already drawn. So I would definitely be a buyer of Engine right now. I might just go look at my portfolio and reshuffle some things around here once we're done streaming, and we might just take a nice little position in Engine. Cardano, my stable coin. Oh, look at that. We're moving. ADA's moving. Very good. I've seen more life in Cardano in the past, 12 hours than I've seen in months. So, very cool. Hopefully we can make all-time highs here. I believe, well, it might have just done that, actually. Let's back out. No. What did Cardano run all the way up to? This is the Coinbase chart that I'm looking at. I tend to look at the Coinbase ones when I can, just because that's where the most volume is. And you can see we had a crazy thing happen when it listed on Coinbase. We shot up almost to $2 here. So I think Cardano, my goodness. Love everything about Cardano. I just wish the price would move a little bit. Anymore, I just treat it as a stable coin. If I'm moving money around and I want to be safe, I'll move it into Cardano. Basic attention token. Ooh, getting a nice little pop here. Look at that. And a nice run, and we've been in consolidation mode all day. Good time to get in on basic attention too. All right, cool. Let's go through the news here. We've actually got quite a bit to cover. Grayscale announced today, this is big news, they are, let's see, new assets under management, holding per share and market price per share of our investments, total AUM $46.1 billion. Wow. 38 of that in Bitcoin. Yep, so Grayscale in the news. As usual, buying more Bitcoin. When do you think they bought? I bet you they bought the dip. Bitcoin takes aim at $70,000 as institutional demand skyrockets, which we've known. It's people have been these big institutions are just buying up Bitcoin left and right, especially when everyone else is selling. If you're selling your Bitcoin, you're selling it to billionaires. That's just the fact right now. So yep, that's the Bitcoin institutional news. Let's see, next up, what do we got? Oh, here's a big one. This one's probably going to move the stock market too. It'll be interesting to see what happens Monday. GameStop seeks analysts trained in NFTs, crypto, and blockchain. How cool is that? And actually, if you jump over to their website, this is their careers page. Go through here if you're interested in applying. Look at that at the bottom. Additional skills and experience. Blockchain, crypto, and NFTs. I might just have to... Next up, SEC versus Ripple. That's our XRP coin. Takes a new turn, setting XRP up for potential future growth. Gonna have to put our tinfoil hat on for this one. Interesting article. It's basically what we've been talking about. How, well, we won't get into the conspiracy, but yes, XRP up for potential growth. Who would have thought? Moving right along. We've got the battle of the Ethereum NFTs, CryptoPunk. Words. Battle of the Ethereum NFTs. CryptoPunk sales exceed NBA Top Shots. If you don't know what Top Shots are, that's another NFT out there that the NBA has been doing. NFT-ish. It's the whole flow thing. Do your research on it. They're NFT-ish is what I'll say about flow. But yeah, CryptoPunks. Look at that. Exceed Top Shots. Interested to know what your thoughts are on NFTs. It's a very cool field, I think. Are we in a bit of a bubble? Probably. Most likely, but it doesn't mean that it's not important, right? More NFT news. Christie's former Rainmaker brings NFTs to fine art collectors. Yeah. Fine art. It's an egg and a bic. By Loic Gozer, former co-chair of the auction house Christie's, will court traditional art buyers for his first NFT auction. It's a 3D animated egg and a lighter by contemporary artist Urs Fischer. Gozer has the final say on the price he accepts, he told Decrypt. He wants to sell it at a price that makes it as democratic as possible. Probably in the millions. Oh, little Brave pop up there. Probably going to see these throughout my live streams because, well, Brave pays me to look at these ads. And by pay me, I mean it's the Brave rewards. We can go into that. I'll do a whole video on the whole Brave browser and Brave tutorials. Basic attention token, probably the most used of all the crypto, all the crypto tokens in the crypto ecosystem. Anyway, moving along. Ethereum on-chain metrics may spell trouble with funding rates at unstable levels. Sounds like FUD to me. Probably shouldn't even be peddling this FUD, but what exactly are we talking about here? On-chain data suggests that Ethereum may be bound for a correction even after entering price discovery mode. Yeah, ETH hits all-time highs, and we're talking about it may be in trouble. I don't know. You know my feelings on ETH. I love it and I hate it. They've got to fix the problems is what it really comes down to. If the Ethereum developers can get this boat turned around, I think there's still hope for them. But they've got to work quick. The fact that we're not seeing major uptick in ETH-related chatter seems to suggest a growing complacency about Ethereum's all-time high rally, which may help provide room for further price appreciation in the midterm. If by price appreciation you mean just consolidating, probably. Funding rate spells trouble. Yeah, long story short, ETH, they just got to get their stuff together. That's what it really comes down to. Next up, there have already been twice as many large-scale crypto VC deals in 2021 than there were in 2020. What month is it? April? 4 months in? Wow. That's what mass adoption looks like, guys. Interesting. Alright, yep. That's the mass adoption news. And last up, this is probably more FUD, but it raises an interesting point. Peter Thiel, if you don't know who Peter Thiel is, he's wasn't he like a Facebook founder or something, or something with Facebook. I think he sits on the board of Facebook or something like that. Tech guy, Silicon Valley bigwig. Anyway, he's out there saying that China is weaponizing Bitcoin to hurt the US. I mean, probably, but the good news is the answer is easy. The United States just needs to get on board. If the US dedicated just a fraction of its resources to mining Bitcoin specifically, it's, I mean, you could fight back, right? And the war's not lost, if you will. So it's just an interesting conversation, Is China weaponizing Bitcoin to hurt the United States? Probably, but how much damage? If the United States doesn't get on board, I could definitely see, that causing serious problems for the United States and the U.S. dollar specifically, right, as being the reserve currency of the planet. But again, with the mass adoption we're seeing in the United States right now, I have to believe that the United States isn't just going to sit by and let China, bring the value of the U.S. dollar down to nothing by mining all the Bitcoin, if that's what Peter Thiel's implying. So, yeah. Anyway, that's pretty much all the news I got for you today. Let's jump back over to the charts real quick. Just see what our plays are doing here. V-Chain still consolidating. Cake. We're coming down. All right. coming down just a little bit here. But you can see, if we come down, what we're wanting to do is we're wanting to flip support here is what we're wanting to do. So, see, we ran up, we broke all-time highs, we shot up. If we can come down and bounce off what was previously resistance for us, turn it into a floor, a level of support, that's what you want to see. That's a healthy breakout. So, what I'm trying to say is if you were looking to get into cake, that's about as strong of a buy signal as you're going to get. Now, we could pull up the RSI and the MACD and all that, but honestly, I mean, like I told you in my TA video, with your resistance and support lines and your trend lines, you can pretty much figure out places to, good buying and exit opportunities. So, yeah, probably going to add to my cake position. Probably going to be adding to my bake position too. See, we had the same thing here with bake. We broke out. We're coming down. We got close to our floor here. I wouldn't be surprised if bake came down a little more. But if it didn't, that's a healthy breakout too. Let's see. Oops, got a price alert. Cosmos has increased 7.5%. We'll pull them up here, see what they're doing. Link still consolidating, but look, we have a double bottom on Link. I don't know how I missed this earlier. That is a double bottom. We are definitely in this nice little price channel here for Link, so we'll see what that does. Worth keeping an eye on. XRP is still moving sideways, but look what we got here. We've got a new trend forming on XRP. That's a new uptrend, so keep an eye on that. See what XRP does as it comes into this level right here. Sound effects. You got to make the sound effects. It helps. All right, Spark Point. Still coming down, but you can see as we've bled out here, look, the bleeding has started to slow. We're starting to find a floor, it looks like. Very good. Now we can actually start charting the darn thing. Look at that. That double bottom. KuCoin. Oh, well, isn't that just fun? It would appear that where we took our position has become a level of resistance for us. That looks like it might be tough to break through. So we'll see. We'll keep an eye on it. Great project, or great exchange, great coin. I mean, not worried about that one at all. Binance, are you still going to the moon for Pete's sake? Whoops. Looks like we can probably drop something in here. Well. Excuse me. What a beast, though. My goodness. And look at the volume. This is Sunday. Look at the volume. Incredible. Alright, Bitcoin. Oh. Yeah, folks. I'll tell you, if Bitcoin breaks out here and we get a solid breakout, wow. We know where it's going. We've already got it charted. 62,471 would be the price target. And of course, if Bitcoin breaks out, you would expect it to bring the entire market with it. So, might be a long night for us here, guys. ETH, just, yeah, bleh, bleh. Alright, real quick here, let's take a look at Cosmos, since we got a price alert on it. Atom. Wow. Gosh, I haven't looked at Cosmos in quite some time. Let's see what it's really doing here. 15-minute chart. I mean, we've just been consolidating here for the past couple weeks. What's the 4-hour look like? You can see we had some charting way back in February here. I remember that. I really thought this was their Stargate launch, is what this was. Right here, I thought we were going to get just an incredible breakout. Thought Cosmos was going to moon, and you see, we did break out. We broke out of that triangle, and then we broke down, and we broke down hard. I think a lot of it, I mean, me personally, where it fell short for me was I had watched a live stream with the developers on the whole Stargate launch, and I don't know. I try not to judge a book by its cover, right? But there was just something about them. They just kind of rubbed me the wrong way at the time. I'm sure they're great people. I'm probably super intelligent, surely far smarter than I am, but it was just something that was off-putting, and, you know, that's a big deal when you're investing money. So, we are seeing a nice little candle here on the 4-hour, but you see we're really coming close to a level of resistance. And this is how people can get hurt, right? You get the alert on your phone, Atom's mooning, it's up 7%, and you FOMO in at the one minute chart, and you're like, oh my god, I gotta catch it. But, you know, when you actually look back, like, yeah, so see, if you would have seen these candles, gotten your alert, jumped in, wanting to grab momentum, you know, you might be in trouble right now, because when we go out to the 4-hour chart, you can see that the price level we're at right now has been a significant level of resistance for us. 1, 2, 3. I bet if we back out, I mean, you could argue, I mean, we had a lot of selling pressure right there, so, and even back here, so yeah, definitely be careful. Don't go FOMOing into it. Do your technicals with it. Look for a confirmed breakout. Atom's a great oh my goodness, why does nothing work? I keep thinking I'm in Photoshop is what I'm doing. Anyway, yeah, look for a confirmed breakout. What you'd want to see here is we'd want to break out, but we'd want to break out with a lot of volume. And you can see we're getting the volume. We're definitely above the average volume flow. So I mean, if we get a confirmed breakout here, I'd want to see it come up. Grab our brushy. I'd want to see it come up and then come back down and, you know, do some consolidating and get used to these price levels, especially considering that this has been such an important level in the past. Anyway, I think that is all I got for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we will catch you next time. In stream.